As an American, as somebody who participates in American culture, as somebody who tries to stay informed, where am I on the vaccine issue? I have to start by saying I do run a vaccine clinic. That's Highland Travel Medicine. All vaccines are available all the time, so you have to take that with a grain of salt. I might be slightly biased in favor of vaccines, but I'm massively biased in favor of science. And I have spent my career studying human populations and the interventions that we make to improve overall health. And at one point in time, I could have told you that maybe the greatest strides we've ever made in reducing human suffering and disease would be right after sewerage. It'd probably have to be vaccines. We've made a lot of mistakes in creating our vaccines. There's no doubt about that. Have we been heavy-handed in administering vaccines? With the idea that maybe the government knows best or one particular institution knows best and people are uninformed or uninterested and we need to make public policy to save them. But there isn't any way that you can deny the science behind the vaccines or the dedication and the efforts on the part of many, many well-meaning, well-educated, and intelligent people. So before we throw all vaccines out and we say that they are the cause of all these diseases, yes, they are the cause of some diseases. Giving 5 vaccines at a time probably produces an immune response that is uncontrollable in a body, particularly a young immune system like an infant's. And maybe we need to look back at our vaccine schedules, stretch them out longer, maybe have greater intervals between or fewer vaccines at a time. But I think we probably do, or we have room to modify our vaccine schedules and make a decision about maybe who is more at risk. But the wholesale removal of vaccines from our society on a knee-jerk reaction is a bad idea. What you want to listen to is the science. Big Pharma has a big play in this, and we know their motivations is purely financial. And there's a million cases of situations where these corporations have had no scruples whatsoever in delivering deadly medications to children, and we've seen that over and over again. We can't take that adverse experience and apply it across a field as large and as important as vaccines. It's a case-by-case situation. And I think having massive swooping change within a system that's taken 100 years to develop is a bad idea. So you can find a pediatrician to work with, but do not vaccinate your children. But the second case is probably our vaccine programs that have made much less disability. I urge you, look at this critically, look at it for your child, not population dynamics. Work with somebody who can work within your framework of what you're comfortable with. But I don't think that there's any doubt about the science behind our vaccine programs. We just have to get better at how we administer them, when we administer them, how we deal with the side effects. But again, I urge you to not make a blanket statement and to consider all vaccines bad. And the very people who are making those statements have benefited from the vaccine programs that they received as children, and there's a very good chance that they may not be here even saying what they're saying in the absence of the vaccines that they got as a child. So consider carefully how you want to move through this vaccine issue. It is complex, nuanced, politicized, but it becomes a cost-benefit analysis in the overall. As a practicing physician for over 30 years, as somebody who believes in the science behind vaccines, because I am a scientist and I can analyze that data critically, I think it's very important that we continue to maintain our vaccine programs, maybe modify them in certain ways, and look critically at the issues that the anti-vax camp is presenting to us as an opportunity to improve our vaccine game.